The mission of Heaven's Reach Ministries is to show, teach, and release God's love to the world by feeding the hungry, teaching the sick, and leading life skills and discipleship in Honduras and soon in Romania as well. Joining us now is the co-director and founder, Dean Lohman. Dean, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Father. It's wonderful to be with you.
We just had this piece of the Knights of Columbus and all that they're doing, and there's just so many ways in which we can put the gospel into life and really make it concrete. You founded this ministry with your wife, Melissa. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Melissa was a labor and delivery nurse. She was charge nurse in a labor hospital here in Arkansas, and I owned a computer consulting business. I was in the computer industry for over 15 years. And we just started feeling the call to go and help, not really even knowing what we were going to get into. But being a business person, I founded the ministry, got 501c3, and started praying about where to go. My wife, Melissa, had several dreams over 6 months. And when she went to Honduras, almost all those dreams came true. And that was our confirmation that Honduras was our first place to go.
Well, and that's quite amazing because you didn't speak the language either, right? You just went there. How did you become not only trained in the language, but also fully trained as missionaries? As you said, this was something very brand new to you. How did that all come about?
Right. It was very new to us. I studied the Bible and know what Jesus taught. When we figured out that Honduras was where he was wanting us to go initially, I started hanging out at Mexican restaurants, trying to catch up some language. We went to Honduras and joined a team, a mission organization there that was already established to learn the culture, go to language school, learn what it meant to be a missionary and how to interact with the local people in Honduras. We were interns for 3 years. We were on staff for 5. And then we felt like God wanted us to do more in the medical and education field. So we started an NGO, which is a 501c3 in a foreign country. So we've been doing that since 2012 with our own organization there, Alcanzando desde el Cielo, which is on Heaven's Reach Ministries in Spanish.
I've seen in a lot of places that, when we want to do missionary work, when we want to bring the gospel to places, we've got to do some of the practical first. And one of the most practical things is feeding people, right? So tell us a little bit about your Victory Garden and, the nutrition education kind of things that are happening.
Yeah, it was an interesting time. We went down there not knowing what we were going to be doing on our 3-month confirmation trip to make sure we could handle the culture change. An intern came into the lunchroom at the ministry center and told my wife she needed to go see this hospital. And she did. People were dying because they didn't have the right equipment, even though the doctors were trained on it. We started shipping medical supplies and equipment. And when we went in the hospital to check on that equipment, make sure they were using it, they told us that over 75% of the people in the hospital were there due to malnutrition, and that they had a program actually behind the hospital on the hospital grounds, a garden to grow food for the expecting mothers who are deemed high risk because they don't have good nutrition. So they stay for a month there. And that gives us a month's worth of ministry and teaching, nutrition and hygiene, godly living, how to garden so they have access to their own vitamins and minerals through a home garden. When we have seed, we give them seed. And a little while after that, a medical brigade went up into the mountains and found a little baby that was 6 months old and lost half of its weight in the first 6 months because the mother was only eating 3 corn tortillas a day. Oh. And that's when we realized that it wasn't just about vitamins and minerals, it's about calories. The scary thing was the education is so bad in the mountains, she didn't even know what the problem was. She just knew that her baby was wasting away, and so was she. she lost a lot of weight during that time too. So we're working on Victory Farms to teach those who only have half acre to an acre to sustain their whole family, farming that acre, teaching them organic farming so that they can grow more food.
Wow. So, things that we don't even think about, and that concept
Right.
of not being able to even understand why her child was wasting away. Education is so important. I'm interested in a little bit about these seed containers in which you are using to kind of operate as clinics. How did that all come about, and why those? Well, how did you find that those were an efficient way to do this?
Well, it seems like every step along the way as our vision built and our ministry grew, that everything is just a miracle. We were calling around different places looking for medical supplies and equipment to continue equipping the public and the nonprofit clinics in Honduras. And I called Medical Bridges in Honduras, or in Houston, and asked them if they had any equipment that they could donate. And they said, well, there's this one program that is free. That is a 40-foot container remodeled on the inside by Texas A&M to be a clinic. It has 2 curtains, got a check-in area, a procedure room, comes with all the plumbing, all the electrical outlets and everything, comes with a generator. And so we've been receiving them. The first one we received in 2014. Now we have 2 of those in Honduras as family practice clinics. One is going to be a dental clinic opening next year. And we just shipped 2 to Romania. That project was actually started long before the war conflict was even a thought, not alone fighting going on. And we've been asked to move one or both of those to the Ukraine and get 2 more for Romania. We started in Honduras because it was the poorest country in Central America, and Romania is actually the poorest in Europe. In fact, it actually has the poorest region in Europe as well within Romania.
Oh, it's incredible what you've been able to accomplish. We pray for you, and we look forward to hearing more from you. I'm interested to hear how things develop in Romania. But for now, I'm sure you could continue to use lots of support and volunteers. So it's heavensreach.org. Is that the best way for people to find out about the mission and maybe contact you?
Yeah, so you go to heavensreach.org, and you can see what we're doing now, what we're looking to do. There's a page there for opportunities, so we can come down as an intern, come as a team, and help in the clinic or in the classes. There's a lot of opportunities to work with us in Honduras as well as in Romania.
Well, thank you, Dean and Melissa. May God bless the work that you're doing, and again, we'll hope to talk to you again soon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.